Greetings, everybody, and welcome once more to the Dracovin Empire. Are you ready to dive back into the world of darkness, and specifically, the world of Werewolf The Apocalypse? I am your host and guide, Detective Nav and Dracovin. I can lead you through a time-space portal to the world of darkness, where we can learn all about this unique, small group that may be facing extinction. The Singing Dogs of Indonesia. Grab me. Take you there. Please do tip me before we go. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. It gives us support for the channel. And comment. Boom. I've now opened the portal. Shall we go? The world of darkness awaits. We've once again arrived. We are going to be investigating a group that we know very little about, and we may never learn more about them. What do I mean by that? Well, when I talk about the sources for them, it's this book here, Rage Across the World, from the 20th anniversary of Werewolf. This is where this small group was introduced to us. This group facing extinction. And the problem is with the major rewrites in 5th edition, they don't fit as well. I don't know if we will see them because of that, or if the story that would be told here will be completely different. And I think that's a problem. I think this is where 5th edition's change in the way of things hurts this. Let's learn the legend. Now, there are no images of them because there's so little information, but I decided to give you a picture of the Singing Dog! Yes, this is the New Guinea Singing Dog, aka the New Guinea Highland Dog, aka a Hailstorm Dog. I'm just going to give you a couple pictures of these guys. They're good boys. They're wild boys. They're related to the dingo. We'll talk about them a little bit. But, boys and girls, I should say, too. But, this is the interesting point. Because we don't know where this group came from. We know they exist. They have been encountered more than once. There's at least one known pack of them, which we'll talk about before the end of today. But there's speculation. Maybe similar to the Bunyip. They're an offshoot of them. Similar to the Sabir Ka is a massive offshoot there. The Bunyip, remember, were connected to thylacines, marsupial wolves, the Tasmanian tiger. A creature that is sort of canine, but not. And it's fine because it was technically Garou in a lot of ways, but from a different canine, or this one canine adjacent. So being connected to this thing, which is related to the dingo, can be logical. But the problem is also, these are nigh extinct. We know there are some in the wild, but not a lot. And most of the population we know about is horrifically inbred in captivity. Yeah. It's a fascinating dog that is actually heavily related to the dingoes in Australia. So perhaps, as a relative, could this small group of Garou connect up with dingoes, spread to the continent, spread to Australia? Hard to say. They are relatives, and moving kinfolk to there, hard to say. Now, the totem of the entire group is Bird of Paradise, a unique one. We're not going to get into the depths of what Bird of Paradise is, because I don't go into things mechanically in Messerlef. But yes, this is the origin of the Singing Dogs, as we know about them. Now, the one tribe we know about has 4 members. That's it. They apparently had 6 members at one time, but 2 of them passed away. The 4 members we know about are a Lupus, a Metis, and 2 Homids. This group has a cairn in New Guinea and protects the rainforest that surrounds it. They deal with it. Their dynamic is, because the Lupus would just kill the people, you know, the 2 Homids take care of things, deal with the authorities. The Lupus basically has to go in between. And the Metis, because they have problems, basically acts as like a lookout, a person that sounds it. And this small pack also has the totem of Singing Dog. It fits thematically. But it gives us a unique ability to basically communicate with each other. The singing that the Singing Dog is known for, they do that. So those howls and yips and noise that makes, that yodel-like noise, that barkness that maybe can be heard deep in the jungle, they recreate that and spread that still too. So, yes, it's a unique tribe of 4 that connects up to it, and they are still fighting, as far as we know, after W20 to maintain their small pack there, protect their area. And they do, again, have a Lupus, 2 Hamids, and a Metis. Could they get more numbers? Possibly. Do they have more kinfolk? Yeah, they try to protect what little kinfolk they have left. Their kind is not extinct. Granted, many of it's in the wild, and inbred and kind of bad, but not in the wild, in captivity. But there is some in the wild. And that's kind of where the short video goes today. And this is a short video, introducing a very interesting idea of a character. Because there are these sub-things. Because Bunyip existed, of course, why aren't there other kind of offshoots of other canines that exist, other than just wolves? That's one of those interesting things that isn't explored as much in Werewolf. And unfortunately, I don't know if we will get that with the direction that W5 is taking. Maybe W5 will open up more as they do more books and stuff like that, and develop and kind of move back towards a direction that I'm more comfortable with. But their starting point, I was not very happy with. And I think this group here exemplifies that kind of disregard for a lot of it. These were a fascinating group that was barely introduced in the 20th anniversary, and I would have loved to have dived into more. A rare group that even playing with one member of could have been a unique and interesting experience if you were playing in the Southeast Asia region. Someone that maybe is looking at the bigger picture, rather than just dealing with the small worm battles around their own cairn, who has to travel outside of it for some bigger threat that's threatening their region. Maybe some big company or big group that they have to deal with, some offshoot of Pentax that could explain why they're traveling out that into maybe Australia, Indonesia as a whole, or any of the other countries in that region. There are stories to be told with these rare numbers, with these rare groups. And I'm unfortunate to think that we might not get them today. They might not exist. They might not be sent. We might never get them again. This small, one-off, basically page worth of information might be the only thing we get on this very unique and interesting idea for a Garou. And the fact is, we do have information on both Singing Dog and the Bird of Paradise. So you can look in the books, you can learn about these 2 totems, which are unique to them in many ways, and basically deeply connects with them. I hope you, though, enjoyed diving in today. It's a short one, but an interesting one. I do hope you enjoyed just diving into this short little video here and learning about the Singing Dogs. Again, we may never see anything else from me. But you can check out more stuff that I've done. Check me out on Twitch or YouTube. Twitch, I record tabletop stuff. I have variety gaming, variety streaming for some gaming, some chatting, a lot of different things like that. I play with people, I play on my own. I have live plays of TTRPGs, but any of the tabletop stuff that's over on Twitch stuff, that goes up on the YouTube. So Twitch, tabletop stuff only on YouTube. Maybe I'll get a VOD channel for other stuff too. That's my, videos like this. My live plays like Fall of Avonswell. That's Wednesdays at 8 if you can join live. Or other ones, all archived, that I've done before. And discussing tabletop, Saturdays at 6, my kind of talk showy podcasting thing that I might make into an actual podcast one of these days. I keep talking about it. Check me out on my social medias for updates, schedules, and all that stuff. Discord's the best of those. Anyway, until the next time, we once again dive into the world of darkness, learn about perhaps more of these strange, unusual, rare, changing breeds, Garou, other things. I bid all of you out there a deep and wonderful farewell.